Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now it's time for the rundown.
Hello and welcome to episode 77 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me is my Twinkie in the other side of the screen, Miss Lori Bolton from Totally Bamboo. How's it going?
Hi, Amelia. So good. Good to see you.
I have glasses similar to that, but they're in the other room. But I think if we put our glasses on, and maybe I do my hair, we could be twinsies today.
I think so.
Are we together too much now? We're starting to look like each other now.
It's okay. It's okay if we are. It's okay.
Friday.
I love it. It is Friday today.
Yes. It is. And we have so much fun and exciting stuff and some new changes. But before we start getting into that, let's give a shout out to our show sponsor. And today's sponsor is ProTowel. And ProTowel is one of the largest towel and textile suppliers in the U.S., serving a wide range of products in the promotional products industry. They supply wholesale to fully customized products using various decoration services, including screen printing, sublimation, and embroidery. And for over 35 years, ProTowel has been the premium provider for beach, golf, fitness, sports towels, and other textile items, including bath and kitchen accessories for over 50 industries. So head on over to protowels.com to learn more, and make sure you go see them in Vegas. They are at booth 1625 and 1624. And tell Keith and the team, Scott, tell them Lori and Amelia said to come check them out.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Lori, it's been a long break with having like extra weeks in the month and everything, and it's the new year when this drops on the 12th, right before Vegas, but in 30 seconds or less, what have you been up to? Go.
So exciting. I know I've talked about my nephews and my family in New Zealand, and my youngest nephew, Ethan, who's 16, it's been a dream of his because they moved there when he was like 3. So it's been a dream of his to play high school basketball for an American high school. So he is in Albuquerque right now, attending Albuquerque High School. And I flew out last weekend, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's a little different. He fields on the JV team because he's a new kid, and then he also fields on the varsity team, and he's number 7 on the varsity team, so like he's 7th in line. So Auntie got to see 2 games, and so proud. But let me tell you, with a 16-year-old and this Auntie, there are rules. Auntie, you cannot get out of the car when you come pick me up from school. Do not jump up and down. Do not scream. I'm like, okay, done, dude. I've got you. Auntie will just be here and admiring you, you know. But his friends were like, who's that with your dad? He's like, that's my auntie.
You know, I have a feeling are the cool auntie. I was always the cool auntie for my nephews and nieces. Like, I was the one that was hip, and because my husband's older, and then his siblings are older, so his nephews and nieces were like, 12, 15 years younger than me. Not that huge of gap considering most nephews and nieces. So yeah, I was like the cool one to take them shopping and all the fun spots, and let them hang at my house when they were in high school to swim at the pool and come play over here. So you can jump up and down at the basketball game. Just don't do it outside of the car. That's no.
Exactly. So I minded my business. I sat there and just kind of squirmed because he made shots. He made a 3-pointer. It was so good, and so I don't know when I'll ever see that again, Amelia. Really. I mean, he's, I just don't know.
Okay, so when you're in a court, people are screaming all the time. So feel free to scream. He is not gonna know. If you just yell your yay and good job and clap, he won't know if it's you or just somebody else. So
okay, good to know.
Because it's hard. I get the wiggles. Like I'm like, it's hard to not yell when you're.
So that's what I've been up to. And that was like obviously planning an organization in between my busy schedule and trying to catch him. And one last thing. So he didn't play the varsity or the JV games. If he played the JV games, they wouldn't have been able to play in the varsity games.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, babe, you know what I did? Auntie, it was super easy. I went onto the website of the school and I emailed the coach and I said, hey, I'm coming to town. Don't tell Ethan, but is there any way you can hold him out on the JV games and play him in the varsity games? And he's looking at me going, Auntie, did you really do that? I said, no, I didn't. But for a second, I had him. I'm like, he saved it for when I was here. He held you back for the varsity games. So super cool. He'll remember it forever. I'll remember it forever that Auntie got to see him play basketball in America. So.
Was he a foreign exchange student for the semester?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. They finagled it somehow. But
yeah. A long conversation we can go into.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, and that was just warmed my heart.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's basketball season here. High school's in full swing. Madison's playing junior high, so they had practice and tryouts, and then practice starts again over Christmas break, and then the games actually start. So I will be at a lot of basketball games for January, February, up until March.
What have you been up to?
Quickly for me, yeah, we had great Christmas. It was easy peasy. Didn't have to do all the family traveling, so we did that over Thanksgiving. We did host family poker night, which was a lot of fun. And my nieces and nephews that are teenagers, they all came and they played together. And then my biggest news, hopefully no one's up in the house, but my daughter went to official boyfriend-girlfriend status. So that's been a new thing that we're having to figure out right now. Like,
what does that look like?
It looks like they hang out all the time. That's what it looks like. Lunch, movies, hang over here.
Do you know his parents? I don't think I asked you that last time.
I do not yet, but now that it's official, I'm gonna have to find them in a basketball game or something because he plays basketball too. So I will have to.
I think you just have them host them over for a happy hour. Make sure you take them to the room downstairs that has all the animal heads. That'll be very easy, clear. Like, this is our family and this is what we do.
I think first we'll just meet them in a public setting in case I don't like them.
Yeah,
Not right. My house for a few hours. I'm sure they're fine. Okay. So we're going to get right into it. So living with Lori. Ooh. I'm scared.
You're scared. Actually, this is more inspiration going in because this is going to drop in the new year. This is more inspiration as we go into New Year. So little messaging here. I'm not the same person I was last year or the year before. And while that may seem scary because people stop recognizing me for who I once was, I remember that who I am changing into now is someone I always dreamed of. So change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Think about that for a second. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. So I'm going to challenge all of our listeners out there to push yourself and to grow. Because again, it changes. Things change every single day, and we have to do it. But what do you do with that change that falls in your lap? Do you just go, oh, it's change, it's inconvenience? Or do you embrace it and find growth from that? So that's my challenge as we go into the new year. Find growth through the change.
I love that. And that's something that I feel like I can actually do.
Good, Amelia. Good.
I'm not a resolution person. I think people do that and they set themselves up for failure because they have very firm goals like I'm going to lose 10 pounds or I'm going to work out every day. And things change. Life happens. Things get crazy. So I like more like I'm going to work out more. I know goals should probably be more attainable, but I like things vague because then you don't feel like you're letting yourself down. If you've accomplished it that's my mindset. I know everybody's different, but I like more vague so that you don't feel like you're failing when you don't accomplish it. You feel like, okay, I'm maintaining. I could do a little bit better, but not like it didn't happen, so I sucked. So I'm just going to go eat a box of donuts.
Yes, when I coach my clients, we focus on intentions versus resolution. Mm-hmm. So resolution is usually a start-stop. where intentions are, you're setting your intention and you're working towards the goal.
Okay.
So we always focus on intentions, not resolution. And it is a different mindset. You intend to go to the gym today and you're going to work towards that goal of getting to the gym 4 times this week. So it's a completely different mindset. So intentions is what I encourage everybody to go with versus resolution. But again, that's a personal preference. I'm just telling you how I coach my clients and my viewpoint on it. And if you look up the two in the dictionary and what they mean, I think it'll become really evident that intentions, it's more inside of you, and the outcome is more fulfilling. So there you go. There's your living with Lori.
Okay, well, so we have a couple of new sections, and the first one. And this was inspired by the acronyms that we used to do in the early years when we started the show. So our new segment is If You Know, You Know, which is the acronym, I, you, I, Y. See, I can't say it. I, Y, K, U, K. We're going to get and flash it up here. So if you know is what's happening in promo, new news going on. And right now, with it being the new year, what's happening is people are shifting jobs, people are getting promoted, all kinds of cool stuff. So I know Lori and I's lists are probably pretty similar, but I wanted to give a shout out to the first one because she is and has become a dear friend. Miss Kate Alves from Promo Shop was recently promoted to president. And boy, is she a smart cookie and a cool girl and so nice and sweet and just
amazing.
Love her. I've been working with her on Women's Leadership Work Group and really got to know her over the years. So kudos to Kate. Who do you have? We'll just go back and forth on the list until we get through the people that we have.
Awesome. So my dear friend, Sarah Goshgarian Unruh, she's on the move. She has landed. I'm going to save the surprise for when we are filming live in Vegas, but just know all is well with her and super, super excited for this next opportunity for her. She's going to be amazing. So Sarah Goshgarian Unruh.
Awesome. And talking of other boss babes, Lori Bauer from I Promote You. She was, I was going to say nominated. She wasn't nominated. She's owning it. She is promoted to president, which is amazing. Ross is retiring, and she is taking over that role. She's awesome. I've met her at Women's Leadership from speaking and a few other events. So another big thing, and we're going to have to find out in Vegas. So by the time we film again live, we'll know. But our little buddy Quinn Bowie is shutting up shop for his multi-line to start for a brand new promo company that is all top secret. So we'll probably have some more information on this when we record in Vegas, but Quinn Bowie making some big moves.
Crazy, so exciting. Yeah. And what about JQ?
Yes.
JQ made a move. Yes, so proud of her. So proud of her. She's just amazing, and she's going to be leading that team through sales strategy, coaching. I adore her so much and super, super proud of her.
And she may or may not be doing some content for Promo Corner in the future. So stay tuned, folks. We'll see.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, she went to HPG.
Yes. Another big mover and shaker, which again is hush hush, so we'll find out right before Vegas, but our very own Brandon Petrich. He had been kind of a free agent for the past few months, and he's doing something new and exciting, and he won't even tell me, even though I've been trying to hound him for details. So we will find out right before Vegas what his new launch is. Do you have anybody else?
I don't. That's a lot for Lori to know.
There was one other one. A friend, Amanda Delaney, just took on a role at Locomart. So we, Lori and I used to work there back in the day together briefly. So
yes.
Amanda is a regional rep, and I'm not sure where she's residing these days. What region?
Washington.
She's in Washington.
She's up in Washington, and I'm going to piggyback on that because you just reminded me. So Patricia Castaneda, I'm not probably going to say her name right, but she was at Tech Club for many years, 7-8 years. Oh. She just joined Logomark in Southern California as a regional rep in the Los Angeles area. So she's on board as well. So, yeah.
If people are walking on this and they're confused, you're not that hungover, folks. It's just there's been a lot of so name badge, look at the name badge. You'll be like, what? You don't belong here. So go congratulate all those folks and say hi and check them out.
Love it.
Okay, so our other news segment kind of piggybacks on one we had before where we did the Unsung Promo Hero, but instead of just highlighting a specific person, there's so many companies and individuals, so we're kind of expanding it. So we're focusing on do-gooders. So if anybody hears of any companies that are partnering with charities or foundations or give backs, let us know because we want to shout those out. So you just let us know the details and we will highlight them. So this is our do-gooder spotlight. And I found out that Proforma, the Cleveland division, partnered with Joshua House, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the lives of children in need across the Tampa Bay community. So they're helping children that have been abused or they're in a rough environment, trying to help. My words are falling today, but help with the situation. So just in that little office, they donated over $1,500 in gifts to the kiddos that are part of Joshua Tree. So kudos to you guys. That's great. Love it. Okay, and I'm sure in Vegas, that's everybody drops. I know people are passing around checks and doing donations, so we'll have some more do-gooders there. Okay, I watch way too much TV, and you all know this. So instead of boring you, maybe I can alleviate the pressure of watching TV and giving it. We thought we would do a segment of what to read or what to watch or new features or just some pop culture facts that might be pertinent to you. So one is something I don't know if I touched on it before, but there is a book that got rave reviews. It's in the top 20 of New York bestsellers, and it's called Lessons in Chemistry, and it's a book by Bonnie Garmus, and it's also a series on Apple TV. So it is really good. It's about an inspiring scientist, a woman inspiring scientist in the 60s, where things are not always as easy, and her life plan does not go in the direction she wants because life happens, change happens, and you have to kind of move around. But it's a really, really good series, and I really liked it. So read the book or watch the movie. And then I found a fun fact, and this takes me and Lori back to our childhood because I just said one word, and that word was Chuck E. Cheese. Who doesn't love a good Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh. That brings such back memories of when I was playing soccer, little, and we would go there. You what?
You would go after your soccer practice?
Yeah, we would go and get tickets that were miles long. And yes, we were talking about this, but the skee ball was so good.
I play skee ball as an adult. If I go into an adult bar that has video games, you're gonna find me at skee ball, and everyone knows. So, okay, parents, now as an adult, I despise going to Chuck E. Cheese with my kids because it's just loud and screaming, and it's just cringy, as the kids would say. So here's what I found out about good old Chuck E. Cheese. They are rolling out a new grown-up menu. So if you're sick of the pizza that was getting a little funky, across its 600 U.S. locations, the menu includes 40 pizza flavors, one notably with pineapple, spicy meatballs, wings, and dessert. And it's part of the company's strategy to lure in more parents, so you have more than cheese and pepperoni options. And I can't remember the last time I was at a Chuck E. Cheese. Did they still have it?
I was just gonna ask you the same thing. Is there an adult? There has to be beer there.
Yeah, I feel like they need to have an adult beverage section.
They have to, because
beer.
parents need it.
I'm gonna let you all know the secret to eating Chuck E. Cheese pizza. You get their ranch dip and you dip the pizza in their ranch dressing. Bon appetit. Makes it all better. But
I was gonna say the secret is to take Tums beforehand.
take a load of hand sanitizer because you just think of all those yucky kids touching all those toys and coins and don't even think about that. Okay, we'll move on from there. So those are our tips, and next week I will actually have some business books that are more relevant for you guys that have been recommended. So okay, we're getting to the tail end here, and this is the part where we basically spill the tea on ourselves. So instead of me torturing Lori like I always do, making her guess things, we're just gonna let you get to know us on a whole nother level, whether you want to or not, with a new segment, Never Have I Ever. So,
oh my gosh.
I have enough never have I ever questions to keep us rolling this podcast till I am 60, which is a long freaking time from now. I don't think it'll last that long, but boy, we're going to have a lot of good questions.
I love it.
So this week's question is, never have I ever gone skinny dipping? I'm asking the question first, so I'm going to let you go first, and then I'll give you my answer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say Lori's a yes.
Yes, I have. Like in places I probably shouldn't have, but I have.
Okay, we won't go into details. We don't want anyone to get arrested. I have, but I will tell you the only times that I've gone full buff are like in my own pool or hot tub. I don't know if that counts. They're in my backyard. Like if people could walk up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that counts. That's just like taking a big bath.
When we were in high school, we used to go to this rock quarry where, they had dug out and it filled up with water. And so we would go swim there at night. But never did I go buff in high school, most kids did, but I was not that buff. So skivvies was all I got into in high school. So yeah, the only buff in my own backyard.
That will still count that. But yes, I've done it in public places and haven't gotten caught. So that's good. What could I say?
Okay, well, we're going to leave it there. And that's going to end this episode. But we want to thank our sponsors. Maybe they'll give us some towels. So after we go skinny dipping, we can quickly wrap up and cover ourselves.
Yes.
So again, to Pro Towels, go check them out at protowels.com. And if you are in Vegas, go see them at booth 1629. Go see them at booth 1625. And then tune in again. Lori and I are recording the next episode live in Vegas on Tuesday, January 16th at 3 p.m. Pacific time, Vegas time. And we will be recording that in booth 5317, which is the promo corner booth. So stop by and find me. And then if you're around, come see us Tuesday for a live recording. And Lori, do you know, sorry, I should ask you ahead of time. Do you know what your booth number is if folks want to come find you? And
oh gosh, I don't have it handy. I'm sorry.
We'll post it in the comments when this goes live. But yeah, and we will have our new t-shirt. So if you give us a bit of information, or you beg, or maybe we pay you in public, you might get one of the shirts. And believe me, you're gonna want one.
You're gonna want one. Maybe we come up with a card, and then never have I ever for them to get a shirt.
Ooh, I like that idea. Okay, we're gonna be scheming here. All right. Well, we'll see you again in Vegas, baby.
Bye.